This is a book about metal workers.
I've read The Hobbit, The Dwarfs. What other dwarf stuff? Snow White features dwarfs. I'm missing something obvious. There's probably people screaming at me right now what the answer is.
This book is a blend of Harry Potter and Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11? Oh, is this our guy, Brandy Sandy? Which one is the... You can't tell me. But don't they like eat metal? Always sounded so gross.
I don't think you have to guess every time.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I'm going to guess.
Okay.
As I'm writing it, I feel like this is wrong. All right.
What did you write down?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, no, your guess. Stormlight. All right, nice. The series this book is a part of was planned as a trilogy of trilogies.
Still
Stone. Okay. This is the second published novel by this author who has published 40 plus novels.
I feel like Stormlight was one of the first, right? Or was it the Mistborn?
The last clue is, it doesn't help you at all. This book is known for its hard magic system.
What's the Monty Hall rule? The first one you choose if there's more than two options is more likely to be wrong. He's written so many books, there's probably more than one that fit. And he probably did eliminate one.
But think about which one I would think
that I need to read.
Yeah.
This way, if I'm wrong, I was right before I was wrong.
I like that.
Which one is it?
It is Mistborn.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. He should have named it something like Metal Eaters. Then I would have known. You think I need to read that? I should have read it by now.
I think you probably should have read it by now. It's kind of like the next evolution in young adult science fiction fantasy in my brain, because it's bigger than a lot of these other things like Harry Potter's or Percy Jackson's, even though it's different than those.
We are doing books that the other person hasn't read but should have read by now, and they have to try to guess it. So it's extra hard for us because we've never read these books.
Sure. And
so we might hear something obvious, like they work with metal, and think of something dumb like dwarfs. A majority of humanity dies at the start.
Okay, so I'm thinking a plague, possibly. I'm just going to give myself clues. I like to give myself clues rather than guess books.
This was initially published on Royal Road.
Oh, wow, interesting. Royal Road, if you don't know, is a place where you can publish your stories and you can kind of serialize them and you can have followers. Okay, my guess is going to be this book. And I don't know if this was published on Royal Road.
I'll give you the next one.
So that's just for proof there.
It features a royal court of a princess.
Royal court of a princess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. See, now I'm going to think maybe like Court of Thorns and Roses. I think you're maybe trying to lead me in that direction. A court.
You do need to read those. I can't believe you haven't read them.
See, that's the thing, is I don't know if you would say that.
Fish people are basically in charge.
Fish people are basically in charge.
Yeah.
Each clue is pulling me further away from reality. Yeah, I don't have anything to write down. I guess I'll write fish. We'll write with the PH.
It's a game come to life in the worst way possible.
It's a game come to life. I think I'm going to still stick with Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know about the princess thing, but isn't there something to do with like he gets the princess or woo's the princess? I don't know about fish people, so I'm gonna X out these clues. Even though I'm pretty sure you think Court of Thorns and Roses is mandatory reading, I'm going to guess Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That's correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was originally published on Royal Road.
Yeah.
It's basically perfect for what Royal Road is. Progression fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one chapter at a time.
Funny.
Almost like episodic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Very good.
I had a Hail Mary clue for this one I was excited about.
Okay, give it to me.
It was new achievement. You used a Hail Mary clue for the first time.
Nice.
Your reward? Nothing. You don't get rewards for being bad at stuff.
This book spans decades in the characters' lives.
The Notebook.
Nice. I doubled down.
Yeah. You're insistent that I need to read it. So that I know it's not a romance.
Yeah, that's right. Dreams and imagination play big roles in this book.
Dreams and imagination play big role. Dreams and imagination. Now I'm thinking of The Greatest Showman. Fits all the clues. It's not a book.
Many view this as a coming-of-age story.
Spans so he has to come to age early on in the book because it's many decades, unless he like ages very slowly. What was the second clue again? Imagination.
Dreams and imagination play big roles in this book.
Is this like you're wanting me to read the next book in the Sun Eater series?
I will give you a clue that is not what I'm trying to get you to guess. The titular character is nearly a mascot for the author.
So like the books are named after this character.
Yeah.
That's super helpful.
It's one book.
Okay, one book. It spans over decades. It's a coming of age story. Imagination and dreams. The titular character, that was clue number 4.
Yeah.
Is merely a vessel for the author.
Merely a mascot.
Mascot. Yeah. Nearly a mascot.
Nearly a mascot.
Aha. Wow. Yes. I think I got it.
Okay, I think you might have to. Fifth clue is balloons. Good clues?
Yep. It's Carrie by Stephen King.
It is.
I guessed it.
You did.
Was that right?
That was right, yeah. And I will say that is slightly a cheat because his name isn't It. It's Pennywise. But they refer to him as It. And he is It.
I see now is nearly a mascot for the author. You mean like people...
It's like you see it and it's like, oh, that's Stephen King.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not physically Stephen King, but they think of Stephen King. You know?
I was really thinking of it like they write themselves into this character.
Oh, that's not what mascot means.
Which, Stephen, if you're watching this, let us know. Did you put yourself in Pennywise's shoes a lot?
Big shoes. Squeaky.
I need to read it.
Yeah.
Or I should have read it by now.
No, I think you should have read it. I mean, that's what we're doing here. If you're reading Stephen King books, there's probably like 4 or 5 that you should read, and then the rest are, if you enjoy those or you enjoy some of those, then you keep on going.
Did you say some people view this as a coming of age story? Because if you say coming of age story, people would have corrected you on that.
They wouldn't have corrected me. Maybe they would have, but they've been wrong. It is definitely a coming of age story. And even though half of the book is when they're kids and half the book was when they're adults. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's blended. It's interchangeable. So they jump.
Because the movies just
part 1 is when they're kids. Part 2 is when they're adults. Which I think is a big miss in the movies. The books definitely a coming of age. You know, the change between childhood and adulthood is very, very integral to the story. So anybody who says it's not a coming of age story is kind of wrong. Very wrong.
In this book, size matters.
All right, I'm jumping immediately to this. I hope I get this first one. How sick would that be? Don't show Levi. Okay, go ahead.
A British man goes to the East Indies.
British man goes to the East Indies. God, I feel like that should give me everything I need. I don't know though. Go ahead. Next clue.
There are big Endians and little Endians.
Endians?
Endians, yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to change to... I don't know that you think I haven't read this book. I think I spelled that wrong.
It was written as a political satire.
I think that maybe still stands. Gulliver's Travels is what I wrote down in case you can't read. My bad handwriting.
Many fun words enter the English lexicon from this book.
Like Lilliputian.
Or Yahoo was going to be.
Yahoo. Am I right? Go ahead. Next clue.
No, that's it.
That's it. I'm going to say Gulliver's Travels. Is that true?
That's true.
Nice. I think I have read it.
It's not on your Goodreads.
Yeah, but that, I mean...
Yeah.
I would have read it in high school probably. Or
what was your
middle
first
school?
guess?
My first guess was James and the Giant Peach. That was the first thing that came to my head when you said size matters. At the very least, I know the story. I definitely have read it. There's like half horse people or something.
Civilized horse people or whatever, and they have like uncivilized humans.
Yeah, and he's just giant.
Well, he's giant for the Lilliputians. He's small for the big people whose names I keep forgetting. And but it's become known as like a children's book. Even.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I thought of it as a political satire when I read it, which makes me think that I probably read it in high school or something. But that's interesting because I think a lot of like old, like British nursery rhymes are basically all political.
And
I don't mean political in the sense of like they're saying something. I mean like they're talking about the king or they're talking about the government or something. You know, like Georgie Porgy put in pie, that nursery rhyme. Mm-hmm. Like it's about King George. London Bridge is falling down. All these, they're all about, it's like these little nursery rhymes, these little...
And you immediately recognize the big Indians, little Indians thing?
Indians. Is it Indians?
Indians, yeah. Because the big end, little end of the egg.
Right. I didn't recognize that. But maybe I did. I don't know.
I really thought that would confuse you because I thought it would sound like big Indians, little Indians. And you'd be thinking maybe it's the West Indies.
Yeah. Me and Columbus are different guys.
Yeah, you know.
I knew the difference between India and America. I will caveat this by saying this is for a series, not just for one individual book. You could guess any books in the series, and I'll accept.
Oh, okay. Series.
So I'll be asking as a series. Some people in our world may view this series as scientifically accurate.
Okay. What is it? But some would not.
The British author of this series was knighted for his works in 2009.
Knighted for his works. Oh, maybe it's like H.G. Wells. But what series did he write?
This maybe doesn't help that much. The first book in the series and the last book in the series were published 44 years apart. Not very helpful.
Well, I mean, not a lot of books are that far apart. Okay, keep going.
The series is best known for its comedic and satirical tone.
No, I just thought of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I've read.
Yes, I know that.
But that's not scientific. So the series is considered highly scientific.
I said some people in our world may view this series as scientifically accurate.
I hate that I know what it is now.
Do you? You're going to love my fifth clue.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Though often seen as flat, these books are full of excitement, emotion, and rising action. It's good. It's good. It's good. He's mad because it's good.
Is it Discworld?
It is. Name 2 books in the series. That's great.
Weird Sisters.
Yes, that is one.
And Discworld.
No.
More Weird Sisters too. The electric.
The sistering. What do you know about Discworld? True, you haven't read any?
I know that it takes place on a flat planet.
Yeah, it does. Much like our own.
I think I did pick up a book once, and there was like some sort of wizard apprentice being followed around by a walking chest or something like that.
Yeah, Rincewind.
Yeah, that's about it.
They're great. They're really good.
Good satire.
Yeah, they're hilarious. They're 41 books spanning 44 years. The last one was written in 2015 after he died. It was published posthumously. Yeah. Now this one's slightly different because it's a flat disc on top of four elephants, on top of a turtle. So I don't know that there's a lot of flat earthers who think that's what's happening.
Do they ever say hi to the elephants?
There is a book called The Fifth Elephant, which I have not read. I've read half of it. I don't know.
Our hero wins the lottery for a trip to the big city.
Oh, I've read that. I almost wrote down Hunger Games. Technically true. Although she doesn't really win. She kind of steals the lottery ticket from her sister. I want to write down what's the little country mouse and the city mouse? What's that story? We're just going to write down mouse.
Many beautiful flowers are featured.
I'm going to write down flowers for Algernon. Is that even... Next clue?
Kids learn crucial survival skills.
Hunger Games still stands.
The Hunger Games has beautiful flowers?
Kids. Yeah, it has the
rose garden thing.
His rose, but isn't there President Snow?
President Snow.
But he has roses? He has to smell them because he has cancer or something? I don't know.
Well, he drinks the poison that he poisons his
people with?
opponents.
Anyways, next.
This has romance and tragedy, but mainly tragedy.
Actually, I don't think this is right, but I'm going to write this down anyways. For the folks who don't know, I wrote down East of Eden. Flame me.
This has man-eating squirrels and flamingos.
It's definitely not East of Eden. Man-eating squirrels and flamingos?
Mm-hmm.
Man-eating flamingos?
Yeah. Well, flamingo-esque. Squirrel-esque.
Yeah. Can I have a Hail Mary guess? Or a Hail Mary clue?
I wrote this, and I really feel like it's too helpful. But okay. I guess Hail Mary clue.
Okay.
May the odds be ever in your
favor. So it is Hunger Games? I've read Hunger Games. It's a book that I should read.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to trick me into reading the next book. Songbirds and Snakes. It makes me so mad if that's what it is. I'm never doing this again. I'm going to draw purposely badly. Songbirds and Snakes at the bottom of the thing. If it's not that, it's the other Sunrise on the Reaping.
Which one are you guessing?
Let's think here. Kids Survive. Both are fair. Sunrise on the Reaping. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm trying to remember what my wife told me about both of these books. Flowers. I can't believe my first guess was right. That's insane. I'm going to say Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because I think there's something about how like the girl that Hamish likes is really into flowers or something, and I think that's that one. So I'm going to say Songbirds and Snakes. Final guess.
Which one is about Hamish?
I thought it was Songbirds and Snakes. Is it not? It's Sunrise on the Reaping. So it is Sunrise on the Reaping.
Well, which one?
I'm guessing Songbirds and Snakes because it doesn't matter.
That is incorrect. It was Sunrise on the Reaping.
So dumb. I don't think that's fair. Okay, because I've read 3 out of 5 books.
I love that you didn't know which one was about Hamish. It's really funny to me.
Why would I know? I'm not in that world.
That's true. You need to be.
I guess so.
In a way, he doesn't traditionally win the lottery either.
Hamish?
Yeah. It's different than how it happens to Katniss, but it's kind of the same idea. So people might call me out on that. But he still gets to go on the big trip, so